Hi everyone, my name is Elaine, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to play Bananya, the card game. Card game for 2 to 4 players, which should take around 20 to 30 minutes to play and is recommended for ages 8 and up. After I show you all how to play, I'm going to give some final thoughts on the game at the end of the video, so please check that out too. In Bananya, the card game, the objective is to be the first player to gather all 10 bananyas. These are the 10 bananyas that you have to collect in order to win the game. Also included is a mouse card, which you don't have to collect in order to win, but is a card that does appear in the game and is a card that you can play. As you can see, all of these cards have different powers and effect. For example, Baby Bananya over here forces you to discard one card. The Bananya has no effect, and the mouse forces all players to shuffle their hand and then pass the top card to the player on their right. And we'll get more into these abilities a little later. Setting up is super easy, barely an inconvenience. First, you're going to give each player one of these reference cards, and then you're going to shuffle the deck as I've already done and deal 7 cards to each player. Then you're going to place the remaining cards in the deck face down to create a draw deck, and next to that you're going to place the box lid, and this is a litter box, and you can basically think of this as a discard pile. From there, you're going to choose a player who goes first by figuring out who most recently ate a sweet treat, and the game can commence. Gameplay is also pretty simplistic and straightforward. While keeping your hand a secret from other players, you're going to either draw a card from the deck or the litter box and add it to your hand, then play a card from your hand to the litter box and immediately resolve its power. However, when forced to discard a card, you do not get to resolve its power. To show you guys what this would look like, I'm going to take on the role of this player over here, which is closest to me. Because there's nothing currently in the litter box, I'm going to draw a card from the deck. I'm going to look at my hand and decide what I want to play. I'm going to play the Baby Bananya, which forces me to discard a card. And I'm going to get rid of the Mackerel Tabby Bananya. From there, the next player would take their turn. If I was this player, I can decide to take either the top and only the top card of the discard pile, unless I have a card that lets me bypass this rule. I can only take this top card of the discard pile, and I decide, I want that card. So I pick it up, but because I just picked it up, I cannot play it this turn. I have to play something else that was already in my hand. So I'm going to play the Tabby Bananya, which lets me pick a card from another player's hand, and I'm just going to take the top card of this player's hand, and play would just continue until the game ends, until someone wins. Now that we know how gameplay works, I want to take a moment to discuss everyone's favorite part of the game, winning. Once you've collected a set of 10 different bananyas, so all the ones you need to collect, you get to shout, "Nya!" You show your card. So let's say I'm like, oh my gosh, I have them all. Nya! And I put down my hand, demonstrating that I do in fact have all of the bananyas that I need. I win the game. The game is now over. Let's say, however, that I'm mistaken, that I don't in fact have all of the bananyas I need. Let's say that these two, I'm missing them. Now, if this is the case, what I would do is shuffle all of my hand together, like so. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Then I randomly select 2 of these cards and discard them before resuming play. This would just go into the litter box, our lovely little discard pile, and like I said, play would continue until someone actually legitimately wins the game. The last thing I will say before we go into our review is that if all of the cards run out, if there is no deck left, you take all of the cards out of the litter box like so. Swoop. Give them a shuffle. Pretend that's good shuffling, guys. And then we put them back beside the litter box, and we continue playing the game until someone wins. Now that you all know how to play, I want to give you some final thoughts on the game. For me, Bananya is a bit of a mixed bag. Aesthetically, it's very cute. I really like all the little Bananya cats. And it comes in this fun little box. It's very shelf friendly, very table friendly, budget friendly. It tends to average between $10 and $15. And it's a cute little game if you need something quick and fun. It's easy to teach all those great things in a game. I like that the box is easy to open with these little tabs, but I have a few problems. The first is that I really don't like the litter box. Although it's cute and thematic, I find it more of a hassle to get everything out of this box than to just put it on the table and use the tabletop as my discard pile. The other thing I struggled with are how sparse the rules are. The first time I read the rules to figure out how to play the game, I stared at them and I reread them several times. So I was like, wait, if you're picking up a card and then utilizing a card and essentially discarding that card, how do you ever get to 10? And then I realized, it dawned on me, that if you get a good combination of cards, you can get there eventually, but it does take a while. This 30-minute time estimation is not a lie. The game does take a while. A part of me also wishes there was more variety in the base game. I know there are expansions to add some variety, but I think they needed a little more in this base game because it does get very stale very quickly. But other than that, everything's great. The art's great. The components are very strong. Everything's well put together and thought out. But at the end of the day, it's another draw a card, play a card game, and those get a little dull. But even so, I think it's worth a try. Something to play with your kids, and with a small group, it only supports up to 4 players in this base game. So, thank you for checking out this video. Let me know down below if you've played this game. Let me know if you've tried the expansions and what you think about it. I always like to know what you guys think. I've also included a link down below in the description if you want to pick up your own copy of the game. It comes at no extra cost to you, but it really helps out the channel. If you like what you saw here today, please smash that like button until it's blue. Subscribe, ring that bell so you'll know what's up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.